Hello students, welcome back. So in the previous session we discussed about the basic writing skills, okay, how you can write and communicate amongst each other. But in this session, which is your session 5, we will be discussing about your basic speaking skills. Okay, how you can improvise your speaking skills, what are phonetics, what are phonemes, what are graphemes. We will be discussing about them in this session. Okay, firstly let's recall there are 5 words. First is lavi, lava, lave, whatever you want to say, nuclear, kilometer, espresso and mischievous. Okay, the usual pronunciation for these words are your arve, nuclear, kilometer, espresso, mischievous, but the actual pronunciation for these words would be larvi, nuclear, kilometer, espresso, mischievous. Okay, so this is your actual pronunciation. There is the difference in the sound of the words. Okay, so now we will be studying about the sounds of the words and alphabets which are used to create those words. Okay, so the very first topic is your phonetics. Every word is made up of one or more sounds. We all know that the words which we speak, okay, they are actually made up with the sound of the alphabet. You combine these sounds to speak. We combine these alphabets to speak. And phonetics is what? It is basically the study and classification of your speech sound. Okay, it is basically the study of your speech sound. Like, the study of your body language is your kinesics. Okay, and the study of your plants is biology. Okay, the study of animals is zoology. Likewise, the study of the sound of your speech sound, that is your phonetics. For example, putting together these sounds will help you pronounce these words. R-A-T, that is your rat. S-A-M, Sam. Nap, ran. Okay, there are 26 letters in English alphabet. We all know that. Okay, each of which has a name and at least one sound. Okay, A sounds A, B sounds B. We all know that. Okay, it is the sound of these letters, not their names. Okay, this is basically the sound of those letters. This is not a, b, that. This is not the name of your alphabet, of your letter. Basically, it is the sound that you blend together to form a word. And whenever we blend these alphabets, whenever we blend these letters, okay, that actually forms a word. But you use more than 26 sounds. Obviously, if we have 26 letters, but the sounds we use is more than 26. Okay, that is basically 44. We'll discuss in the later part of the chapter. This is why a word spelling does not always match. We have seen, whenever we are speaking some word, the spelling, it doesn't match. Okay, so it is because of the phonetics concept. For example, the letter C represents the K sound and the S sound. Okay, both the sounds it holds. Fine. So K sound words, cat, cot, cup. You can start with K also, no, as it sounds, but it starts with C. And the S sound words are city, cycle, scent. They start from C, right? So, but the sound which we get is of S. Okay. A phoneme is the speech sound. Okay, it is the smallest unit of sound that distinguishes one word from another. Okay, what is a phoneme? Phoneme is your unit. Okay, it is the smallest unit of your sound. Okay, which combines with other sounds to make a word. There is approximately 44 sounds of phonemes in English, represented by 26 letters or the alphabets individually and in combination. The total number approximately is 46. Okay, but the letters we have are only the total sound is 44, but the letters we have is 26. Okay, since sound cannot be written, okay, you use letter to represent the sound. We cannot write the sound, so we use letters, and those letters are your graphemes. Okay, a grapheme is a written representation, a letter or group of letters of one sound. Okay, whenever we write that sound, that is a grapheme. Okay, the graphical representation you can understand by that concept. Okay, now the types of your sound. The 44 English sounds can be divided in two major categories. Very first thing, okay, you can divide those 44 sounds into two categories. First is your consonant category, consonant sounds, and the other one is your vowel sounds. Okay, in consonant sounds is one in which the airflow is cut off. The airflow is cut off either partially or completely when the sound is produced. Whenever we are producing that sound, okay, the airflow is cut off. But in the vowel sound, okay, whenever you'll be speaking those consonants and vowels, then you will be realizing that. Okay, the vowel sound is one in which the airflows is unobstructed when the sound is made, like A, okay, A, no obstruction is there. B, there is a cut. B, you are actually, like, your lips are joined and then there is a cut off. Okay, the sound vowel sounds are the music or movement of our language. Basically, A, E, I, O, U, your lips are never merging whenever you're saying those words, whenever you're saying those letters. Okay, they are more of a musical thing whenever you're actually pronouncing a vowel. Now there is a diphthong. Diphthong is a Greek word that means having two sounds. Okay, when the word is having two sounds, then that is your diphthong. For example, the word oil, okay, have two vowels and together they create a sound different than anything. Okay, like the first is O, or I alone can produce. Okay, so whenever they are combining the two vowel sounds, that is the diphthong. 20 vowel phoneme and graphemes we will be discussing here. A, apple, okay, the grapheme here is A. E can be elephant, and in bread also it is used. Okay, so E, in elephant E will be there, the grapheme, but in bread the written pattern is E, A. Okay, next is I, igloo, I is used. Okay, in gym, Y is the grapheme for I and Y. Octopus, O is there, okay, as your grapheme, but wash, you're saying that wash, but A is used in wash, right? So the grapheme is A. Umbrella, U is there, okay, as your grapheme, but in one, okay, in one, O is the grapheme. Okay, next is your OO, moon or screw. The graphemes are OO, UE, OU, EU, UE. Book, could, OO and OU and U are the graphemes. OU, house and cow, sound same, OU, OW. Coin, OI, is your grapheme. Boy, OI, OY. Okay, sometimes we write boy as BOI also, no, so Y is replaced there. AR, star. Glass, AR for star and A for your glass. Long vowel sounds. Rain, RAIN is the actual spelling, but it sounds like AE if you will be hearing it carefully. Tray, AE instead of Y. So the grapheme will be here AI, AY, AE and A. EE, tree, me, okay, EE, EA, IE, for E we use, right? So Y, E, EY, these are for the E's. IE, light, kite, Okay, IHGIEYIIE. OA, boat, bow. Okay, so OA, boat. OA is used, right? Grapheme. BOW, bow. So OW, OE. Then UE, tube. EMU, UEEU. Okay, fork. OR, board. OR, AWA, AU, ORE, OR. Okay, ER, herb, nurse. ER, UR. These are your graphemes. Chair, pair. AIR, EAR, air, right? Air, R. EAR, spear, deer. EAR, EER, ERE. Okay, so these are your graphemes. Next is your greetings and introduction. Okay, greetings and introduction, we all know, like whenever we are starting with the conversation, we greet the other person first, right? Whenever you see your teachers coming, okay, you wish them, you greet them, good morning, good afternoon. So these are your greetings. Most conversation in English are in many languages around the world begin with a greeting. There are two ways to greet a person. The way you greet a person depends upon the relation and your time, like what kind of relationship you have with the other person. Okay, whenever you're seeing your teachers, your colleagues, then you wish them like good morning, good evening, right? There are two ways. First is your formal one and the other one is your informal one. You would speak more formally to someone you would have never met, to a colleague or to someone older, okay, than you. Formal ways to greet someone includes your hello, it is pleasure to meet you, good morning, afternoon, evening, good morning sir, ma'am. Okay, that's how you greet. You would speak more casually to a good friend or to person in your own age group. Okay, like whenever you're meeting your friends, you say hi, that's a casual one. Okay, hi, hello, hey, yo, what's up, what's going on, long time no see, or it's been a while. Okay, these are the ways by which you actually greet the other person. Generally, when people start a conversation with someone, they know, okay, it is polite to inquire about how the other person is. Like, hi, how are you, how's your day going, how's life, having a busy day, how's everything. That's how we ask. Okay, someone you have been introduced to, nice to meet you, pleased to meet you, how do you two know each other. That's how we do. So these are the ways we greet and we introduce. Okay, fine. Now there is this practice session. Let's practice. Okay, I am just discussing it over here and you have to write it on your own in your books. Welcome to VVHN Controls, Arnav. I am Pihu. This is the interviewer saying this. Okay, then the interviewee can say hello ma'am. Okay, या फिर other than that it can be a good morning ma'am. Okay, I'm good. All these things you can write. Okay, nice to meet you too. So if this is coming here, nice to meet you too, so what you can say here is like, hello ma'am, it is a pleasure to meet you. Okay, then the interviewer can say nice to meet you too, how are you doing? Then you can reply, I'm doing fine. Okay, you can say like that, I'm doing great. Then the interviewer, and then you can ask in return, how are you doing? Then she might say that, I'm good, thanks, I hope I didn't keep you waiting for long. Okay, then you can write, then you can say no, it's all right. Then, great Arnav, shall I start? Then the interviewee can say yes ma'am. Then she is introducing herself. First, let me introduce myself. I am the manager of the engineering department here and I have an opening position. So I am interviewing applicants to fill the position as quickly as possible. Then the interviewee is saying, yes ma'am, I read about the position on your website. Then the interviewer, what are your qualifications? I have a bachelor's degree in IT. It matches the requirement of the position. There is an entry level engineering position. We do provide a lot of training here. Previous experience in the field is a plus. Okay, that's how the conversation is going. Fine. So you'll be doing this on your own. Okay, I've discussed it here. Fine. And then you will be sharing with me your homework in the next week. Okay, thank you. And if you find any problem, then you can directly contact me. Thank you, students.